So need ideas to help make your calendar more productive for your life? Watch this video for effective ways to make your calendar work for your life without creating overwhelm or limiting your creativity. So I'm Jane Solar, I'm a life-based organizer, and I'm so glad that you landed on this channel. For the best organizing advice and hopefully inspirational tips, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Tuesday. So do you ever wish your calendar was more organized, more effective, or maybe even less planned? By the end of this video, you'll have easy steps to help make your calendar fit into your life and work for your creative goals. I've shared these tips with friends, family, coworkers, clients, and all of them have said that this has kind of helped increase their planning. Plus, I talk a lot about planning in my book. At the end of this video, I'm going to be giving away a free downloadable checklist for calendar planning. So my number one tip is called time blocking, and I use time cues for this. You've probably heard this before, but if you truly block time, you usually get things done. And when I mean block time, I mean like turn off everything else. Shut off your internet if possible, shut off your phone, close your door, put a note on your door saying, working on something special or whatever it may be, but block that time. And block it with the right amount of time. If you block the whole day for a project, what are the chances of you sitting down for 8 hours and actually working without stopping? But perhaps block 45 minutes to work on one part of it and really block that time for this. Another tip that I mentioned was the time cube. So what this is, I got mine for $6.99 on Amazon. I'll leave the link below, but it was one of the best investments ever. When you put a block in your calendar, and you actually do it like I mentioned, sometimes you can still get off track and whatnot, but having this time cube staring at you, I don't know what it is, it's a mental thing, but it really helps. So whether you're doing it for 30 minutes or 60 minutes, you set the time cube, it's sitting there staring at you, and you have to work on it until the bell rings. And it's just helped me so much, and just to keep that focus going and kind of work with time blocking. So my second tip for calendar organization is colors. Color coding not only makes your calendar look pretty, but it works great. I've used it with Google Calendar, now I use a Mac calendar, but I'm always kind of sticking to my kind of basic color coding philosophy. What it also does is it helps give you a quick glance. So it's especially good for your weekly or even your monthly views, but let's say you have meetings in one color, you have your fitness in another color. This is just, I'm talking about my own calendar here, but and then you have your travel in one color, let's say in blue. If I were to open my calendar for the week and I see, all red, all meetings, I'm kind of concerned that I might be having too many meetings and not enough time to plan for them even or work on projects. Same goes if I see no pink, which is my fitness. I know I'm probably not working out as much as I should be. If I see too much, which has never happened before, but probably means I'm spending too much time working out, but you kind of get the point. So comment below. I'm curious to know what kind of digital calendars everybody uses. Again, I said I use Google and now I'm using a Mac calendar, but what's your favorite digital calendar? So my next tip is integration or meeting planning. So I don't know about you, but I hate it when emails go back and forth for endless amounts of time with coworkers and maybe friends because calendars are not shared. If calendars are shared, it's kind of simple to see when you have time blocked, and if everybody in the party or the group or the office has kind of the same and follows it, then it's a really good way to know when somebody has free time. Again, everybody has to follow it, but it sure does save a lot of time versus going back on emails. Now, my next tip is booking meetings less than an hour. I typically do 45 minutes or less for a meeting because that kind of, a lot of times we say meetings are too long or they could have been better planned. With 45 minutes, it kind of already sends that mental note to the person saying, you know what, it's only 45 minutes, I got to plan, I got to be organized, and it kind of already sets that tone. And my final calendar tip is actually checking your calendar to see if you're over planned. So some people like to have every minute of their day planned from the minute they wake up to the minute they go to bed. It might look great for efficiency, but sometimes there also has to be that free time, especially for reflection and for creativity. There was recently an article in the Harvard Business Review about how CEOs spend their time, and they picked a few CEOs and had their assistants actually write down every 15 minutes what they did for over a year span. And they looked back on this, and actually even CEOs had time in their calendars that they had kind of free time blocked, and it was for creativity and to kind of develop their hypothesis on certain things. But again, in your calendar, take a look at it and see if there's any time for kind of free time to maybe clear your head or maybe think about a certain topic, but I think it's really important to have that in your calendar as well. So now that you know my general tips for calendar management, I hope it will help make your calendar more efficient, maybe even more fun. So below is a free downloadable calendar tips, as I mentioned before. Next week I'm going to be sharing some of my key tips for saving time in your closet, including my key app that keeps track of everything for me. So again, if you like this video, please let me know by liking it below, subscribe, share it with your friends, and comment below if it helped you in any way. Thanks, and see you soon.